Live streaming is viewed more than 6 times over pre-recorded video. There is no better way to get market share in today's economy than with viral live streaming. I'm Amber Vilhauer, and during today's Fast Track video, this is part 3 in a 4-part series around how to get market share using viral live streaming. This is all based on a new division that I have just opened within my company, NGNG Enterprises, which stands for No Guts, No Glory. The new division is called standout.live. You can go there now to cut to the chase, get more information about how you can go live on multiple online channels to rapidly get your message out, get people to pay attention to that message in a very noisy and competitive online marketplace. Today's episode is going deep into the viewer experience. In part 1 of this episode series, we talked about how do we have a better host experience. You're delivering that message with impact and integrity and creating an incredible experience for the viewers on the other end. The second episode, we talked about the guest experience. When you are inviting people into your live stream and interviewing them, how do we get them to perform in their best possible way to get your message to go viral? And today we're zeroing in on what happens to the viewers on the other end. How are we getting them to engage as much as possible, get them to connect with you and your mission and message to spread this out to everybody they know. The first thing you need to know is you just need to put yourself in the audience's perspective, okay? We've all been there, right? We scroll on Facebook, or we're looking at Instagram or LinkedIn or wherever it is that you choose to partake in social media, and somebody is live right now on that social media channel. And we might just click to see what it is, turn up the volume, listen for a little bit, and you've all been in that seat. And I want you to think about what are some of the things that are important for you that you need to see in order to make sure that you will actually stick around and pay attention. I know for me, I need to see that that person has energy and, they believe in what they're talking about. Because if somebody's just sort of like sitting there talking and it's just a normal kind of, they're just going live because they were told that they should go live and they're just talking and talking and talking. Forget that. I don't have time for that. But when somebody is passionate and they're sharing this message and it's resonating with me and I like who that person is and I'm gelling with their background and, they're making it interesting for me and I'm listening to the guest and they've elevated their energy too and they're engrossed in this amazing conversation, I'll stop whatever I'm doing and listen to that. Absolutely. Part of giving your viewers the ultimate live stream experience is by first just got to put yourself in their shoes and think, what would need to happen for them to have the best possible experience? We are just at the beginning of what live streaming is going to turn into. People always ask me, I've been online for 15 years. I've seen so many trends. And people are always saying like, what's the future of online marketing? What's the thing that I should be paying attention to? And I remember, way in the early days, it's like, oh, webinars is the thing. Or like, oh, you should be doing summits, or, oh, you got to get in on this video thing. Like I remember when that happened. And then it was more about content marketing. And it's like, I'm looking ahead and I'm thinking, y'all better get on the live streaming bandwagon for sure. I forgot podcasts in there too. Live streaming, I would say, is the future, but it's really the now. And if you don't start figuring out how to have the best possible host experience, how to have variety with your live streaming, how to get your speakers when they come on, whether it's a client, a community member, an industry leader, how do you do the Elevate 20 that I talked about in the first episode of this series? How do you have that variety? How do you have the right delivery? How do you get the tech piece to look and sound good? How do you get that to live stream through multiple channels? How do you repurpose the live stream? after the fact, right? These are all things, and we're going to be talking a lot about the tech piece in our last episode in this viral live streaming series. But you've got to consider this as like a whole experience, including for your viewers. They're coming in, they want to see that you've actually put some thought into going live. They want to know that you are serious, that you have value to share, you believe in what you're talking about, that is transferring through. And they are making this assessment of who you are and what your brand is from the first moment they hear about that live stream. And it might not even be when you're actually going live, because if you're doing your live stream series correctly, you want to be promoting an episode before you go live, which means that that's their first experience of the live stream, is when they're scrolling and they see that promotional post that says, tomorrow we're going live with Bob Berg of the Go Giver, or whatever, whoever it is. What we do at standout.live is we have a well-designed social media graphic that has the host, it has the speakers, sometimes there are multiple speakers that are coming into a panel, we have the date, the time, the location, we have a logo, we might have a tagline, right? So it's a very compelling graphic that is part of the promotion. How you do that graphic says something about what they can experience on your actual live stream. How seriously are you even taking your own branding, for example? Maybe it's worth you spending a couple bucks on Fiverr or Upwork to get a beautifully professional graphic that you can use in the future. It all says something about your brand and what they can expect working with you. What are you saying in the text that is attached with that image? Not just, hey, join me live tomorrow, I'm going live with Bob, yay, can't wait, I'm so excited, right? Everybody says that. Gosh, if one more person says it that way, tell me more beyond that. Why are you excited? And why is that important? And what in contrast would I have experienced otherwise if that weren't available to me, right? Who is Bob? Why should I even care? And what is something really special and unique about Bob that I couldn't get anywhere else? If you start to talk about those things, that's interesting. That's interesting. That's a part of the experience. And not only am I going to be personally interested about it, but I'll share it with other people before you even go live, right? I want you to be more thoughtful. I want you to ask the question, why, even more, right? Why, Bob? Why this live stream series? Why me? Why this topic? You know, why does it matter right now? Why do I want people to come live? And if you start answering these questions, you start putting yourself in the viewer's shoes, you're going to write such a compelling post as to why somebody should show up for your live stream. That is setting the tone for the experience they're going to have once you actually go live. So that's the first thing. It's in the promotion that you do yourself, but then don't forget, you want your speakers to be promoting your live stream series with you. So how are you setting the tone for them to share with their audience as well? The second thing that I want you to think about in terms of viewer experience is what happens when you actually go live. Now, for me and the work that we do for our clients underneath the Standout.live division is we actually have a dedicated virtual professional who sits in the chat stream. And for example, Casey will come in right when we go live. Hi, everybody, I'm Casey, and I'll be here. I'm on Amber's team. We're just going to be here experiencing this with you. So happy to have you here. And then you'll get this notification that, you know, Susan just joined, and Beth just joined, and Peter just joined. They're all viewing the live stream. Well, I want Casey to say, oh, hi, Peter, welcome to the live stream. You know, Amber and Bob were just talking about blah, blah, blah. Happy to have you here. Welcoming your guests into the live stream experience, letting them know it's okay that they joined midstream. And now, hey, just wanted you to know, I see you here. This is what we're talking about right now. Welcome. Why not have a dedicated virtual assistant that comes in and greets the people on the other that are watching your live stream, getting them caught up? Then what we do is we extract out key takeaways from the discussion that's happening, so that if Brad just said something really amazing on his live stream, we're going to take that sentence and type it into the chat box to encourage commenting on your chat box. Okay. And then let's say that Peter decides to jump into that and he makes a comment. Well, we don't just ignore it and pretend it didn't happen. We want to engage on that. Oh, I love that you just said that, Peter. I totally agree. High five, right? Virtual high five or whatever is in your brand personality. The more you start engaging, then facilitate the conversation. Oh gosh, I love that so-and-so just said that. Peter, did you catch that? Do you like that? Do you have any advice around that? Have you heard of that before? What's your experience? You know, and all of a sudden the chat box is going crazy. Guests are asking questions that ultimately that virtual assistant can feed into the host and the speaker. That way they're not having to get completely overwhelmed and distracted by managing the comments themselves, but you have somebody that's feeding you questions. Oh, looks like we just got a question here from Peter listening in. Peter asked blah, blah, blah. Let's talk about that for a minute, right? So your virtual assistant has maybe one of the most important roles in your live streaming experience, and you may not have even realized that up until this moment. So I'm happy to give you some value here and to educate you about this process. That person needs to be very friendly, very much like a sensitivity, attention to detail, total awareness, can multitask really easily because that person's listening to the conversation, sharing takeaways, getting viewer questions, feeding them into the host, welcoming people, etc. Another thing is that in your chat, I just want to make sure that this is really clear to you. You want your chat box to be as busy as possible. One of the reasons for that is that when that happens, the social media channel that you're on, whether it's Instagram, again, YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitch, Periscope, they're going to see that engagement. People are going to be sitting on the social network longer, which makes Facebook more valuable. That means that then Facebook's going to open up your live stream to even more people. It's just going to start having alerts on other people's news feeds that you are having a live stream right now. And it's because they want to be valuable. So if you have a chat comment stream that's just blowing up, more viewers are coming in. Facebook says, oh my gosh, we have an opportunity to be more valuable and keep people on the line. Let's open it up so more people come into that live stream experience. And then all of a sudden, that's one way that you can get this to go viral. You gotta have somebody managing your comment feed. You gotta do it. It's gotta be somebody who's awesome and knows what they're doing and knows what to look out for. It's creating the ultimate viewer experience. That's making the social network more valuable. They give you more exposure into your live stream. I'm telling you. Now you have a responsibility as the host at this point to ask people to share your live stream while you are in the middle of it. What I do as a host is right when I go live, I will welcome everybody and I'll go straight into value. I don't even introduce myself or the viewer. It's just straight into value because I want to start with a bang. Then we go through that and I might welcome some of the viewers, ask them to share this live stream on social media. Tag some people in the comments below. If you're on Facebook, start a watch party. A watch party enables somebody to copy that video feed onto their personal page and notifies every single person that this live stream is happening. And then in their friends list, which is going to drastically increase the amount of people coming back to watch you live right now. And then your virtual assistant is engaging with those people, going to make you more valuable to Facebook. It's going to open you up to more people. Then they come in, which is why about midway through the interview experience, I then want to invite people to start a watch party again. Tag a few people in the comments. Let us know what you're thinking. Ask us questions, but definitely be sure to share this on your social network. Tell people that this live stream is happening right now. That just creates another wave. More people start the watch party or tag people or share it. Your virtual assistant is in the comments saying, oh my gosh, thank you so much for starting a watch party. We appreciate you, virtual high fives, whatever it is. So there's a lot happening with live streaming, as you can see, which is why there are a lot of people in the world that are like, man, I don't want to mess with all this. You just do it. And we are happy to, because I've been documenting this for a year now. Like, I have a lot of experience in this. My team is completely trained on how to handle all of this. Our clients literally just show up and they speak and run the interview, and then they bounce out and they go on to the rest of their day. The scheduling with the speakers, the confirmations and thank yous, the viewer management, the repurposing on the end, like all of that is done for you. It's so much fun. Honestly, we're having a blast. And the way that we can get viewers to share this and engage and make it go viral, and all of a sudden you'll see a point. It's so exciting. You'll see a point as the host. You get these notifications that people are starting watch parties, and you can watch your viewer count just increase, increase, increase. It's exhilarating. And it's nothing to be nervous about. You should be excited about that. Like, finally, you have a platform and a stage of people that are engaged and hanging on your every word, and they can't wait to hear what you're going to say next, which is why you want to do your warm up. Go back and watch those other episodes in this live streaming series. But you have a real opportunity to make those viewers feel special. After the live stream is over, you could even have your virtual assistant go back and send a direct message to even a handful. It doesn't have to be everybody, but a handful of the people that commented and engaged the most, and just say, thank you so much for the way that you participated today in the comments. Honestly, it really means a lot to myself and to Amber that you were here today. Hope you come back. If you haven't already, subscribed to the NGNG Facebook page or YouTube page, etc., because we would love to have you back on the next one. And tell me a little bit more about yourself while I'm here. I'd love to learn more about you and what you do. And engage in conversation. This is why we are in business, is to have these relationships and have these conversations. People need to go back into having more of those personal connections with people, because that's how you're going to scale your influence. It starts with your viewers and paying very careful attention to them and giving them an outstanding experience. The last thing I'll say, and we'll move on from this episode, is that when you move forward from here into repurposing your content, my team will take the live stream once it's over, and they will optimize the replay on all of those channels. They'll update the description. They'll close out the comment stream. They'll optimize the replay on YouTube, craft it into a compelling blog post that's going to sit on my Amber Vilhauer blog. They're going to repurpose snippets of it for social media moving forward. We profile the speakers. We send it out to our email list. Like, we do a lot of work for our live stream. But you know what? It's amazing. And it's not even that time consuming. I told you about the Eagle. Leverage to Scale is a system. It's a process that I created that documents step by step all of the ways to repurpose your content. It's at leverage2scale.com. My team literally uses that process to do all of the repurposing inside of a couple of hours. Like, it's not even that time consuming because of the way I've been able to document things. And that's how we're also able to manage so many moving parts at standout.live, to do this as an actual service. So yes, there are a ton of moving parts. I have compassion for that. But the biggest takeaway that I have is, don't forget about the viewer experience. Even when you're repurposing, as I just mentioned, go back into that blog post and look at to see if anybody added comments. And if somebody gave you a glowing comment, don't just say, oh, thanks for the comment. Like, engage with them, thank them for their time and willingness to make a comment, ask them a follow-up question to get another comment. The more comments that you get after the fact, just the same thing as live, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, the analytics, the bots are going to see, oh, there's more engagement happening here on the comment stream. What's happening here? Oh, we should open it up to more people, more viewers, more exposure to reward that person. Got it. You have to think about it, that this activity is making Google and YouTube more valuable, and that's what they want. They want you to have good engagement. I know that's what you want too, but you're going to have to put in the sweat equity. You're going to have to put in the time to stir it up, make it happen, drive energy, drive the experience. And if you do that, I am telling you, you will absolutely go viral with your live stream. And that is how you're going to get market share in today's economy. Guaranteed. I prove it every single day with myself and with our clients. And you can absolutely do it too. In the last episode of this viral live streaming fast track series, we're going to be talking about how this all comes together, the overall experience, the tech, a few important optimization tweaks to keep in mind, and then you should be ready to go out and launch your own viral live stream experience. And if you think, oh my gosh, I don't want to do that, you do it for me, go to standout.live and we'll have a simple conversation and see if it's a fit. And you definitely want to make sure that you are subscribed to my channels to get notified when more videos like this become available. So subscribe on YouTube for me or wherever you're watching this video. And just remember, until the next video airs, company tagline is no guts, no glory. I want you to get that live stream in motion. Don't wait a single other day. The world needs you and your message. We'll see you in a bit. Thanks so much for your time.